What if I told you that you only need 7 exercises to build strength and muscle mass? The truth is that most men spend hours at the gym focusing on exercises that don't deliver such great results. It's as if there's a collective belief that having an aesthetically pleasing physique is extremely difficult, almost impossible, without dedicating half your life to it. That's why many believe they need dozens of different machines, hundreds of varied exercises, and countless hours at the gym. Faced with this scenario, when someone comes along and says you only need 7 simple exercises to build a strong and muscular physique, it's natural that you'd be skeptical. But stop and think for a moment. The strongest and most muscular men in history didn't have access to modern gyms with sophisticated machines. They built their physiques with basic and fundamental movements. In the world of bodybuilding, especially for those who train without the use of substances, less is often more. The key lies in intensity, consistency, and the quality of the exercises chosen. When you concentrate your energy on compound movements that work multiple muscle groups simultaneously, you maximize your time and your results. That's why today, you'll see the only 7 exercises you need to build real muscle mass and functional strength. That strength that transfers to daily activities and improves your quality of life. Before we begin, please leave in the comments your name and the city where you're watching our content from. Exercise 7, Barbell Row. Have you noticed those guys at the gym with impressive chests and arms, but when they turn around, their backs are flat and without definition? This imbalance not only compromises aesthetics, but also completely undermines the construction of that highly desired V shape that everyone aims for. The barbell row is one of the solutions to this problem. This exercise targets practically all the muscles in your back, from the latissimus dorsi, which gives that impressive width, to the muscles in the middle and lower back, such as the trapezius, rhomboids, and spinal erectors. Unlike machines that force you into fixed movement patterns, the barbell row builds the type of functional strength that transfers to everything, from lifting heavy objects to maintaining proper posture as you age. Barbell rows build the type of back strength and posture that keeps you upright when other men your age are starting to hunch over. To execute correctly, stand holding a barbell with your hands slightly wider than shoulder width. Slightly bend your knees and lean your torso forward, keeping your back straight. Allow the bar to hang with your arms extended. This is your starting position. Now, pull the bar toward your abdomen, imagining that you're trying to touch your navel with the bar. Squeeze your shoulder blades at the end of the movement and feel your back muscles working. Return slowly to the starting position. A common mistake is using momentum by swinging your body, which reduces the effectiveness of the exercise and increases the risk of injury. Keep your torso stable and use only the strength of your back muscles to pull the bar. Another mistake is not completing the full range of motion. Make sure to fully extend your arms on the descent and pull the bar until it touches your abdomen on the ascent. For optimal results, I recommend 3 to 4 sets of 6 to 12 repetitions. Start with a weight that challenges your muscles on the last repetitions but allows you to maintain perfect form on all of them. Exercise 6, bench press. As they age, men naturally lose strength and muscle mass. Studies show that we can lose 3 to 5% of our muscle mass every decade after 30. Fortunately, the bench press has proven excellent for combating this decline, strengthening not only the chest but also shoulders and triceps, crucial muscles for upper body strength. While machines isolate specific muscles, the bench press forces your chest, shoulders, and triceps to work together, just as they do in real life. This is exactly the strength you need when you're pushing a stalled car or moving heavy objects around the house. There are 3 main variations of this exercise that you can incorporate into your training. The barbell bench press is the most traditional, allowing you to use heavier loads and develop raw strength. The dumbbell bench press, in turn, offers greater range of motion and works the stabilizer muscles more intensely, in addition to reducing the risk of muscular imbalances between the sides of the body. The machine bench press is great for beginners to learn the movement or to finish a workout when muscles are already fatigued. I recommend giving preference to the dumbbell bench press for its more natural range of motion and lower risk of injury. To execute it correctly, lie on a flat bench with a dumbbell in each hand at the sides of your chest. Your feet should be firmly planted on the floor for stability. Push the dumbbells upward until your arms are completely extended above your chest, with your palms facing forward. Lower the dumbbells slowly to the sides of your chest and repeat. The most common mistakes include excessively arching your back, which can cause lower back injuries, not lowering the dumbbells enough, limiting muscle development, and leaving your elbows too wide, placing excessive stress on your shoulders. For optimal results, I recommend 3 sets of 8 to 12 repetitions. Start with a weight that allows you to complete all repetitions with perfect form and increase gradually as you get stronger. Exercise 5. Shoulder press. Shoulders are often neglected or trained as secondary in other exercises, but this is a big mistake. Despite not seeming like it, shoulders are large and extremely important muscles. When well developed, they create that highly desired V silhouette, making the upper body appear wider in contrast to the waist. The shoulder press with barbell or dumbbells is a compound exercise that works all 3 heads of the deltoid, anterior, lateral, and posterior, with emphasis on the larger anterior deltoid. One of the greatest advantages of this exercise is the ability to use relatively heavy loads, which stimulates not only muscle growth, but also the development of functional strength in the shoulders, something crucial for practically any activity that involves pushing, pulling, or lifting objects overhead. To perform the dumbbell press, start seated on a bench with a backrest, or standing with your feet shoulder-width apart. Hold a dumbbell in each hand at shoulder height, with your palms facing forward. Push the dumbbells upward until your arms are completely extended above your head. Lower the dumbbells slowly back to the starting position and repeat. If you opt for the barbell press, the grip position can be from the front. For beginners, I strongly recommend starting with the dumbbell version, which allows more natural wrist rotation and can be less stressful on the shoulder joint. The most common mistakes include using leg momentum, excessively arching your back, and not fully lowering the weights in the eccentric phase. Keep the movement controlled, the core engaged, and respect the complete range of motion to maximize results. For optimal development, I recommend 3 sets of 6 to 12 repetitions. Start with a weight that allows you to maintain perfect form on all repetitions and progress gradually. Remember that shoulders are complex and relatively vulnerable joints, so never sacrifice technique for load. Before we continue to exercise 4, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Having constant access to correct and science-based information is what will make you progress in the long term in the world of bodybuilding. Exercise 4. Deadlift. Many consider the deadlift the king of exercises, and for good reasons. It works practically all the muscles of the body in a single movement, with special emphasis on the posterior chain muscles, glutes, hamstrings, spinal erectors, and trapezius. But it doesn't stop there. It also recruits the quadriceps, forearms, upper back, and even the core stabilizer muscles. Contrary to what many mistakenly believe, the deadlift, when executed correctly, strengthens the spine and connective tissues, making injuries less likely, not more common. Most warnings against this exercise were made decades ago with outdated information. More recent research demonstrates that the deadlift strengthens the stabilizer muscles of the spine and increases bone density, crucial factors in injury prevention and maintaining musculoskeletal health throughout life. To execute the deadlift safely, position yourself with your feet shoulder-width apart, with the bar over the middle of your feet. Bend your knees and hips, keeping your back straight and your chest elevated. Grip the bar with your hands slightly wider than shoulder width. Before lifting, contract your core. Take a deep breath and maintain your spine in a neutral position. Push the floor with your feet, extending your knees and hips simultaneously until you're completely upright. Return to the starting position by lowering your hips first, and then your knees, keeping the bar close to your legs throughout the entire movement. The most common mistakes include rounding your back, starting the movement with your knees too bent, keeping the bar far from your body, and trying to lift only with your back strength. Remember that the deadlift is essentially a movement of pushing the floor with your legs, not pulling with your back. For beginners, I recommend starting with 3 sets of 5 to 8 repetitions, using a moderate weight to master the technique. As confidence and competence increase, you can progress to heavier loads. Due to the intensity of this exercise, many experienced practitioners opt to do fewer repetitions like 3 to 5, with heavier loads for maximum strength development. Exercise 3. Farmer's Walk. The farmer's walk is one of the most underestimated exercises in the fitness world, but certainly one of the most functional that exist. This simple movement, which simulates the act of carrying heavy weights while walking, works practically all the muscles of the body with special emphasis on the core, trapezius, forearms, and quadriceps. What makes this exercise so valuable is its ability to develop grip strength, core stability, and muscular endurance simultaneously. Additionally, it trains your body to distribute and support asymmetric loads, something we do constantly in real life, whether carrying groceries, holding a child, or moving heavy objects. From a hormonal standpoint, exercises that involve carrying heavy loads while moving tend to produce a significant anabolic response, increasing the production of testosterone and growth hormone. This makes the farmer's walk not just a conditioning exercise, but also a valuable tool for muscle mass gain. An often overlooked benefit of the farmer's walk is its impact on cardiovascular conditioning. With adequate loads, your heart rate will increase significantly, providing a cardiorespiratory stimulus without the impact of traditional activities like running. This makes this exercise an excellent option for concurrent training, allowing you to develop strength and conditioning simultaneously. To perform correctly, hold a heavy weight in each hand, like dumbbells, kettlebells, or even buckets with sand. Keep your shoulders retracted and your core engaged. Walk in a straight line for a determined distance or time, maintaining an upright posture and controlled breathing. It seems simple, but you'll quickly discover the challenge when you use adequate loads. The most common mistakes include hunching forward, walking too fast, sacrificing form, and not adequately engaging the core. An effective approach to incorporate this exercise is to perform 3 to 4 sets of walks of 20 to 40 meters with a challenging load. Another option is to perform timed walks, for example, 30 to 60 seconds, carrying approximately 70 to 80% of your body weight divided between both hands. Exercise 2. Lunges. Lunges are often classified as secondary or accessory exercises, but this seriously underestimates their potential to transform your physique. This unilateral movement not only develops strong and symmetrical leg muscles, but also significantly improves balance, coordination, and core stability. The lunge primarily works the quadriceps, glutes, and hamstrings, but also intensely recruits the stabilizer muscles of the ankle, knee, and hip. This comprehensive activation makes it an extremely efficient exercise for developing functional strength and hypertrophy in the legs. One of the greatest advantages of lunges is their ability to correct muscular imbalances between the legs, something that bilateral exercises like the squat can mask, allowing the dominant leg to compensate for the weaker one. By working each leg independently, you ensure proportional development and reduce the risk of injuries caused by asymmetries. To execute correctly, start standing with your feet together or hip-width apart. Take a step forward with one leg and lower your body until both knees form angles of approximately 90 degrees. The front knee should be aligned with the ankle, never going past the toes. The back knee should almost touch the floor without hitting it. Return to the starting position by pushing through the heel of the front leg. You can perform walking lunges, stationary lunges, or reverse lunges. Each variation places slightly different emphasis on the muscles involved, with reverse lunges generally being safer for beginners as they place less stress on the knees. The most common mistakes include not keeping the torso upright, allowing the front knee to go past the foot, not descending enough, and not maintaining proper knee alignment. For optimal results, I recommend 3 to 4 sets of 8 to 12 repetitions per leg. You can start with just body weight and progress to holding dumbbells in your hands or a bar on your back as you get stronger. Exercise 1. Barbell squat. It's impressive how many men dedicate hours and hours to arm and chest training, but completely neglect the base of the body, the legs. This not only creates that unbalanced physical development, huge on top and with stick legs, but also severely limits your potential for overall strength and muscle mass gain. The barbell squat isn't just another leg exercise. It primarily works the quadriceps, glutes, and hamstrings, but in reality, It's a movement that involves the entire body, also recruiting the core, back, shoulders, and even the arms as stabilizers. What makes the squat truly special are the powerful anabolic responses it triggers. A study published in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research demonstrated that multi-joint exercises involving large muscle groups, like the squat, produce significantly greater increases in testosterone and growth hormone compared to isolated exercises. These anabolic hormones don't just benefit the legs, but boost muscle growth throughout the entire body. It's like getting a natural gains boost for every muscle you train. To correctly execute the barbell squat, position the bar comfortably on your trapezius and not on your neck. Your feet should be slightly wider than shoulder width apart, with your toes slightly pointed outward. Keep your chest elevated, your spine in a neutral position, and your gaze forward. When descending, push your hips back as if sitting in a chair, keeping your knees aligned with your toes. Descend until your thighs are parallel to the ground. Return to the starting position by pushing through your heels, keeping the weight distributed across your entire foot. The most common mistakes include rounding your back, letting your knees collapse inward, lifting your heels off the floor, and not achieving sufficient depth. Each of these mistakes not only reduces the benefits of the exercise, but also significantly increases the risk of injuries. For beginners, I recommend starting with 3 sets of 8 to 12 repetitions using a moderate weight that allows you to maintain perfect form. As technique improves and strength increases, you can experiment with heavier sets of 4 to 6 repetitions for maximum strength development. If you enjoyed this and also want to discover how to increase your testosterone, we have a video appearing on screen right now where we explain exactly everything that can increase your testosterone naturally. Thank you for watching until the end, and may God bless you, my friend.